Hello everybody, my name is Jordan Evans, and in today's video we're going to be covering one of the most important classical music pieces ever, and something a lot of my students want to learn, and I know everybody when they start out piano, this is a goal piece, and it's Beethoven's For Elise. My iPad died, so whenever I set all my stuff up for the video, I went to get my iPad, it was dead, so I'm going to be winging this actually today. I think I have it all in my mind, what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to split this particular piece up into 3 episodes. So in the past, I've done several music tutorials where I've been able to cover the whole piece in one video. This piece is actually pretty long, and today we're just going to cover the main theme that everyone listens to, which can actually stand alone as its own piece. In the future, we'll go into the more challenging parts. In the second episode, we'll do the middle section, which is probably the hardest one, which has the and then the third part of the piece that has the really challenging triplet section where it does the That'll be in future videos. Today we'll just be covering the main theme, the getting started. This piece is in 3/8. And all this means is that we have 3 eighth notes in every measure. So when you see a beat subdivided, one of the eighth notes subdivided, we'll see 16th notes. And in several parts of the piece, we actually see 32nd notes, which are not very common in music. And so this time signature, all it means is we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And you can see there's a pickup. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, etc. Moving on, the key of the piece is A minor, and all A minor means is if we start on A and we play all white notes, that's A natural minor. If you know what C major is, this is the relative minor of C major. So the best way to start this piece, take our right hand, and just a quick review if you're not used to it, our hand has finger positions. Thumb is always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's put our thumb on A, and we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going up the scale like that. And right here is going to be our hand position where we live for the main theme. And we're going to play a 5 with our pinky. Our pinky plays an E, and then we go to a D sharp with finger 4, which is just the black note above D. So we're going to go and 1 and 2 and 3, play the E 3 times. And then we go to finger 2. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 2, 4, 3, 1. And that's the whole main theme. And look how easily that fits in our hand. So moving on into our first phrase, you can see there's kind of a conversation between the hands. My right hand goes. My left hand goes. My right hand goes. Left hand. So it's back and forth between the hands. We'll see how it goes together. So let's do our first theme. The second we play this A is when our left hand joins in with the also on an A. We're going to put our pinky on A. And what we're going to be playing here, and we do this pattern several times throughout the piece, it's A, E, A. And we call these power chords in music. They always sound good, and guitar players use these. And all what we use to make a power chord is we take our root. Root is just whatever note we're starting on. So A, we go up 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll see it naturally fits where if we put our finger 2 there, our thumb will pretty much fall on the A, which is the octave. An octave just means the same note higher up. And then we put the, so we got our full power chord, and we're going to arpeggiate it, which means we just play them one at a time, ascending. So let's try to put that main theme, the second we play our A, we just do that in the left hand. Boom. So that's the whole first part of the piece. And then we're going to go down here to a C. And we're going to go C, E, A, B. And this is just kind of a weird stretch. And we want to do it in whatever way is most ergonomic for our hand. So I recommend using fingers 1 and 2 for the C, E. A, I like to use finger 4 and then end with my pinky on B. I've seen some people try and reach it like this. But you just want to do what, like, see how my hand is in a natural position where there's no stress happening. And that way I can easily climb through those notes. So, as soon as we play, ba-da-da-dum, see how it happens immediately after my this power chord? Ba-da-da-dum, just practice that. Ba-da-da-dum, and ba-da-da-dum. If you're new to piano, it might be challenging shifting from this A position all the way down to this C position. Just remember, I'm up here. And then I shift down, just like that. Let's try the first whole part of what we've learned so far. And then when we play this B up here, we're going to play an E down here with our pinky. This one is a little bit more challenging because we have to get to the next octave E. So we're going E, E, and then a G sharp. There's two ways to play this. The way I play it, and I have really big hands, so it's actually really easy, but it's not for everybody. I just go pinky, finger 2 on the E, and then my thumb on G sharp. And for some people, it's easier to do pinky, thumb, and then cross your index finger over, but I find that I could just do it all in one motion. Neither way's right or wrong. You can do whichever one's more comfortable for you, but that's how we'll climb through that kind of a technique. So yeah, I definitely do that. We're gonna play that as soon as we get through this. Do we go C, E, A, B? Practice that again. C, E, A, B. Now we're gonna put our thumb up to an E, which is easy to remember because we were just on an E down here. We're gonna go E, G sharp, B, C. I just use 1, 2, 3, 4 here. But 1, 3, 4, 5 would be just as good. 1, 3, 4, 5. So putting all that together. And here, we're just going to play an E with our thumb in the right hand. We start it all over again. Oh, wait, I forgot to add one thing. Whenever we play the C up here, we're just going to do another A minor power chord here. So in the left hand, there's only 3 patterns we have to remember, and 2 of them are the exact same. A, E, A. And also, notice how I put my pedal down each chord that we play to sustain it. Chord, pedal, pedal, and then pedal. Just like that. The whole thing. And then we repeat it actually 2 times. When we do this little turnaround, see how we just add an E before it? Watch how I do it, and then pause the video, give it a try. All right, for the second ending, the way we end it, instead of going, we go ba-dum-bum-bum, which is an E, C, B, A. And when we land on that A is when we play this, and then we just rest for a minute. And from there, we go into the next section of the piece, which is gonna be thumb on B, and we go B, C, D, E, just like that. And down here, we're gonna be playing a power chord built on C as our root. So just like before with the A minor, root, 5th, octave. Let's figure out what the 5th from C is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a G. C, G, C. So we go. Sounds really nice. And the way we come out of that. See that? So we end the first part. And we come right out of it. From here, and we've talked about intervals a little bit. Like this is a 5th interval. 5th interval. Interval is just the distance from whatever note we started on. So if you're starting on a G, A is your 2nd, B is your 3rd, C is the 4th, D is the 5th, E is the 6th, F right here, or this F more likely is the 7th, and then we get back to G. So for this instance, it's going to be really good to know what that 7th feels like. For this, we're going to go from a G up to an F, and that's going to be thumb to pinky, and really dissonant interval, but it sounds nice. We're going to go G, 5, 4, 3, G, 5, 4, 3, G, 5, 4, 3. Get used to how that feels because we're going to do it 3 times. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Move your hand down 1 note to F, do the same pattern. And the easiest way to find your 7th, play an octave, F to F, and then go down 1 space, F, E. Last one, E. So G, F, E, D, F, E, D, C, E, D, C, B. Left hand. We just play a C chord on the first time, and now we're going to play a G chord, and we're going to play it in the same manner that we played the E chord earlier. So we go octave with the 3rd. So G, G, B, G, G, B. So far we have C, G, C, G, G, B, A. And now we go to an A power chord like we did in the first part of the piece. Da-da-dum. And then we're just going to move down and play an E. So that whole part, C, G, C, G, G, B, A, E, A, and E. So together, I'll start with the ending of the first part. C, G, A, E, Nice, great job. And see how I just go, if you remember what a seventh feels like, and then you just walk it down, that part's really simple. All right, for this next part, we're gonna play 3 notes in a row in our left hand. Bum, bum, bum. They're all E's. You just walk up. See how we do? Pinky, second finger, thumb. Pinky, second finger, thumb. And practice doing that until it feels really smooth. Our right hand's gonna come in, play the same E we just ended on. Like that. And then we play the E above it with our pinky. Our left hand comes in, plays the same thing again. So you might be saying, why don't I just play this? Play it twice. So this is an effect in showmanship. See how the switching of the hands looks kind of elaborate? It also adds a certain punch to it. I'm working with one student right now on the Turkish March, the Mozart piece, and there's a section in it where you're doing this, where you're switching through your fingers as you're playing, even though it makes more sense to just do them. But it actually gives you a little bit of articulation oomph when you're switching that fingers. Bum, 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 bum. Just like this, when you're switching your hands, I hit a wrong note, but it just sounded really nice when we're putting that emphasis. There's 9 total, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we just go left 3 times, right 2, left 2, right 2. And that's the whole part. Slam your pedal down and we'll go through the whole thing. Just like that. So our whole B section, that's the end of it. We go. And you can kind of put it down on the end. Now, just one little thing. We're going to play our 2 starting notes, the D sharp and the E. But we're going to do it in the left hand first. And then in the right hand. And then in the left hand again. And this part is just more showmanship. You could just do. But we want to do. And then you play it just like you would at the beginning. So we go. Boom, just like this. We're back to the beginning of the piece, actually. We repeat that whole section again. So we'll do the first part just like we did. And then from here, we go back into the new section that we just learned. Da-da-dum. All right, we do our main theme one more time. And here's where we go into the new part of the piece. Which we'll go more into next week. I got a little carried away. Just to review. The biggest part of this is learning what we call the form. We have the main theme twice. Second time's a different ending where we do the. And then we go into our B theme, we'll call it. We do that, and then we end. We go back into our main theme. After this, we end with we go back into the B theme. After we do that, we go back into the beginning. From there, we just do it 2 times until we end with this 1, 2, 3, which really could serve as like the end of the piece for right now, until we learn in next week's episode the B, or I guess the second section of the piece. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. The biggest thing I recommend is getting really comfortable with all the right hand patterns that we learned. There's really not that many of them. There's the main one. There's this one. Then we repeat. So that's it really. You have to learn that. And then your 7th pattern. In the left hand, as long as you remember all these different chord shapes that we were using throughout it, there really wasn't that many. And then just take the time to practice the muscle memory to put them together. Remember the kind of conversation between the 2 parts that your hands are having. But I hope this video was helpful for you guys. This piece is awesome, and I think everybody should be able to learn it and enjoy it. And we'll cover the next parts in the next videos, and I'll see you next time.